Red Eyes is an archetype of dragon-type monsters used most notably by Joey Wheeler in the Yu-Gi-Oh series. It was also used as well by Atticus Rhodes in the Yu-Gi-Oh GX series. However, it did appear earlier in the first movie, where Shogo Oyama got a Red Eyes Black Dragon card, but was too timid to use it. Yugimoto later used it against Seto Kaiba for Shogo. He demonstrates how Red Eyes brings potential by fusing it with Meteor Dragon to summon Meteor Black Dragon. Now, the archetype is based mainly on supporting the original member, Red Eyes Black Dragon, whose card, according to the anime, was created to rival the strength of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. As while the Blue Eyes brings power, Red Eyes brings potential. First up, Black Stone of Legend. This card is a Red Eyes counterpart to the White Stone of Legend. This monster appears to be in the process of hatching into a Black Dragon's chick, sharing the same colour, shell and crack in the place where the head of chick emerges from its eggshell. And this monster appears in the artwork of Cards of the Red Stone. Black Dragon's Chick. So this card was once called Red Eyes B Chick, but was changed to Black Dragon's Chick to exclude the monster from the archetype, because it does not have this in its Japanese name. Fun fact. The baby version of Red Eyes Black Dragon has 1/3 the attack and 1/4 the defense of its adult version. And this card is to Red Eyes Black Dragon what Kaibaman was to the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Red Eyes Baby Dragon. This card is a Red Eyes counterpart to Baby Dragon, sharing the same attack, defense and level. Fittingly, this card's pose resembles the second artwork of Thousand Dragon. Black Metal Dragon. This monster can be considered the modern Metal Morph for the Red Eyes archetype. This card could also be considered the real life version of Dragon Nails due to the 600 attack boost it grants. Now, this monster appears in the artwork of Return of Red Eyes during the process in which it fuses with Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon to become Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Now, if this card is equipped to Red Eyes Black Dragon, its attack becomes 3000, the same as its rival monster, Blue Eyes White Dragon. True to the fact this card is a Red Eyes support card without Red Eyes in its name, this monster appears to either have white eyes or no eyes at all. Red Eyes Black Dragon. His card description reads, a ferocious dragon with a deadly attack. Now, a thing worth mentioning is that the B in the Red Eyes B Dragon stands for black, which is something that we all know. But the question is, why did Konami not just use the name Red Eyes Black Dragon? It's nothing to do with the length, as the Blue Eyes White Dragon has an even longer name. I mean, if it's something to do with the word black, there are cards that use that word, such as Pitch Black WARWOLF, or even more recently, Black Dragon's Chick. So, is it to avoid association with those cards? Maybe what it really comes down to is the word black and how it is perceived in the West. For example, the Black Magician and the Black Magician Girl were changed to the Dark Magician and the Dark Magician Girl. So perhaps they just wanted to avoid any connotation with references to skin colour. It's an odd thing, really. And if any of you guys know the answer to this question, I'd love to hear it, because nobody really knows why. Getting back on track, parallels between the Blue Eyes and Red Eyes archetype is that it's stated that violence and anger, which represent Red Eyes, and destruction and pride, which represent Blue Eyes. Taking on these archetype traits, it's arguable that they describe the characters that represent their archetypes. For example, Red Eyes and its wrathful connotation could describe Joey Wheeler's past as a bully and temperament with ridicule. Blue Eyes, however, is a reference to destruction and power, which could represent Seto Kaiba and his vanity. Now, this monster appears in the artwork of Red Eyes Burn, Red Eyes Spirit, Inferno Fire Blast, The Rival's Name, and Red Eyes Insight. Fun fact, this card's OCG TCG artwork is taken from Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist Duel 27, The Secret Weapon, specifically from the panel showing this monster being summoned. The Bandai version of this card has 2400 defense, while this card has 2000 defense. Red Eyes Black Dragon has 3 claws in its first and second OCG TCG artwork, while the third, fourth and fifth artworks have foreclaws. Here's an interesting fact: during the Waking the Dragon story arc, this monster was the only ace monster of the 3 main characters that was never affected by the Seal of Orichalcos. Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. Now this monster is a Gemini counterpart to the Red Eyes Black Dragon. The only major visual differences between the two is the position, the extra smaller wings, the extra head that makes up its jawline, and the larger red flaming wings. This monster's Gemini effect resembles Inferno Fireblast, fittingly one of the support cards for the Red Eyes Black Dragon. And this monster appears in the artwork of Red Eyes Fusion and Return of the Red Eyes. Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. Now this monster is the metal counterpart to the Red Eyes Black Dragon. This card is the first variation of Red Eyes Black Dragon that does not abbreviate black with B. This card's attack and defense are exactly the same as Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon and Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. This card is a machine type, but Darkness Metal and Flare Metal are both dragon types. This card's second OCG TCG artwork is taken from Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist Duels 63, Betting to Win, specifically from the panel showing Red Eyes Black Dragon being equipped with Metal Morph. Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. Now this card follows the same theme as the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, as in it's an advanced, metallic, wyvern-like version of its base card, which has the same original attack and defense as its base version, it's 2 levels higher than its base version, and gains 300 attack for each dragon-type monster in the controller's graveyard. The main difference is that while this card only requires its base version as a tribute and has no further effects, Blue Eyes Shining Dragon requires the triple fused form of Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon as a tribute, and has the rather unique effect of allowing the controller to choose which effects can target it. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Now this card is the cover card of Premium Pack Volume 4. As Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon is a metallized version of Red Eyes Black Dragon, this card is a metallized version of Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, and as such has the same attack and defense as Black Metal Dragon, which ties them for having the highest original attack and defense of all Red Eyes monsters. Unlike Black Metal Dragon, this card is a dragon type and not a machine. Also, unlike other Red Eyes monsters, the printed version of this card's only direct relation to them is its name and image, since the requirement of a Red Eyes to summon this monster is completely removed, rather than altered. This was the first Red Eyes monster to be limited. This card as well, along with Dandelion, were the 2009 Shonen Jump subscription promos. Together they were released in the Absolute Power Force Special Edition. Malefic Red Eyes Black Dragon. So of course this is the Malefic version of the Red Eyes Black Dragon. This is the only Malefic monster to have the same attribute as its original form, and this card's artwork resembles that of the original artwork of the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Meteor Dragon Red Eyes Impact, also known in the Japanese as Red Eyes Doomstar Dragon, Meteor Dragon. So this is a Gemini monster retrained counterpart to the Meteor Dragon, and this monster appears to be depicted performing an atmospheric entry. Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning. So this card is a retrained Gemini counterpart to the Summoned Skull, or Skull Archfiend of Lightning. This monster's Gemini effect is modelled on Makyu the Magical Mist, a support card for Summoned Skull. And this card is the first and currently only Red Eyes Fiend type monster to be released. Red Eyes Metal Knight Gearfried. This card is a Red Eyes counterpart to Gearfried the Iron Knight. This card can also be seen as a warrior type counterpart to Red Eyes Wyvern, as both share the same level attack and defense and also have effects to special summon Red Eyes monsters from the graveyard. As well, this is the first Red Eyes warrior type monster. Red Eyes Retro Dragon, also known in the Japanese as Red Eyes Tracer Dragon. The card Time Machine appears in this card's artwork, reflecting this card's first effect, as Time Machine was used in the manga and the anime to revive Red Eyes Black Dragon. This monster also appears to have 2 clock-like gears on its upper legs. Red Eyes Retro Dragon has traits akin to that of Tracer from the video game Overwatch. Since this card's original name translates to Red Eyes Tracer Dragon, they both have abilities revolving around the past, and Red Eyes has the ability to revive monsters that were destroyed, whereas Tracer can go back in time. Cool reference, eh? Red Eyes Toon Dragon. This card's artwork parodies the first OCG TCG artwork of its original counterpart, albeit with a mirrored pose. Although this card is supposed to be the Toon counterpart of the Red Eyes Black Dragon, since it has the same attack and defense, its effect is similar to that of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, catered towards the Toon monsters. The compatibility of this card and Toon Dark Magician allude to the friendship of their original counterpart owners, Yami Yugi and Joey Wheeler. Red Eyes Wyvern. This is the first Red Eyes monster whose attribute is wind. For those that don't know what a wyvern is, it's basically a dragon, but it has no arms. Red Eyes Zombie Dragon. This monster is the cover card for Zombie World Structure Deck. This monster is the zombie counterpart of Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, and this card is the first and currently only Red Eyes zombie type monster to be released. Paladin of Dark Dragon. Now this card is the Red Eyes Black Dragon counterpart to Paladin of White Dragon, as well as Paladin Photon Dragon. It has a similar effect to Paladin of White Dragon, except that it can destroy both face-up and face-down defense position monsters, and it can be tributed to special summon any Red Eyes monster. Unlike Paladin of White Dragon, this card's anime artwork and hologram does not feature a dragon mount. However, it does in the TCG OCG artwork, although it appears to be mounted on a dark version of Blue Eyes White Dragon, rather than a younger version of the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Meteor Black Dragon. Now this card is the strongest variant of the Red Eyes Black Dragon possible, and had the longest duration as an OCG only card. However, it does have an upgraded counterpart known as Meteor Black Comet Dragon. Now, even though this card is fire, its fusion materials are made up of a dark and an earth type monster. This card is the third most powerful non-effect monster in the game, after Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and Master of Oz. This card is the Red Eyes equivalent of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, in that both of these cards represent the ultimate form of their original monsters in terms of raw attack power. Interestingly, this card's defense is exactly the same as its fusion materials. Meteor Black Comet Dragon. Now, of course, this card is a retrained counterpart of the Meteor Black Dragon. Both monsters share the same level type attack and defense, and are formed through the fusion of a level 7 Red Eyes monster and a level 6 Dragon type monster. Visually, this card is a fusion of Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon and Meteor Dragon Red Eyes Impact, as the latter's head can be seen on this monster's chest. Lord of the Red. In the anime, this card has the same defense as Red Eyes Black Dragon. Fun fact, in the anime, this is one of two ritual monsters that does not rely on levels, but certain kinds of monsters to ritual summon it. The other monster was Mythic Dragon, which was ritual summoned with Dragon Revival Ritual. During Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monsters, Joey Wheeler looks similar to this monster while he was possessed by the spirit of Red Eyes Black Dragon. And this card's OCG TCG artwork is taken from Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode 171, Fighting for a Friend Part 3, specifically from the scene when this monster was ritual summoned. Furthermore, the green light at the bottom of the artwork comes from the seal of Orichalcos that was active during the duel. Red Eyes Slash Dragon. This is the second Red Eyes fusion monster after Red Eyes Black Dragon Sword. This monster appears to be the fusion of Red Eyes Black Dragon and Red Eyes Metal Knight Gearfried. And this card shares the same attribute type attack and defense with Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon and Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Black Skull Dragon. This monster is the cover of Metal Raiders. This monster is also the cover card for Revival of Black Demon's Dragon, but its appearance there is taken from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist Duel 38, the final card, specifically from the full page panel displaying this monster. The Bandai version of this card is a level 7 and has 2600 defense, whereas the Konami version is a level 9 with 2500 defense. This card's artwork is taken from Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist 37, the Deadly Guardian, specifically from the panel showing the combined form of the Red Eyes Black Dragon and the Summoned Skull. Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. This card is a retrained counterpart to the Black Skull Dragon. Both monsters share the same level attribute type attack and defense and are formed through the fusion of level 6 Archfiend monster and a Red Eyes monster. This card's Japanese name, Fiend Dragon Black Demon's Dragon, is also based on Black Skull Dragon, whose original name is Black Demon's Dragon. So the monsters that seem to make up this card are Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning and Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. This card also shares the same level attribute type attack and defense with Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Both cards are demonic dragons that are summoned from the extra deck and share the same archetype, Archfiend. As well, this card is the first fusion monster to require a fusion material of a specific level. Red Eye's Black Dragon's Sword. The silhouette of Red Eye's Black Dragon appears in this card's artwork, representing the fact that Joey Wheeler fused it with the Claw of Hermos to make this card in the anime. This fact is also reflected in this card's attribute level type attack and defense, which are the same as those as Red Eye's Black Dragon. In particular, the silhouette is taken from the OCG artwork of Red Eye's Black Dragon, and this monster is the only form of the Claw of Hermos to appear in more than one episode of the anime. And finally, Red Eye's Flare Metal Dragon. This monster is a metal Xyz counterpart to the Red Eye's Black Flare Dragon. By extension, this monster can be considered an Xyz counterpart to the Red Eye's Black Metal Dragon or the Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon. However, despite this, due to this monster being a rank 7, it cannot be summoned using either one of those counterparts as materials. This monster appears to be fused with Black Metal Dragon, and this monster appears in the artwork of Return of Red Eyes, during the process in which Red Eye's Black Flare Dragon turns into Red Eye's Flare Metal Dragon by fusing with Black Metal Dragon. This is somewhat odd, as under normal circumstances, the attack of Red Eye's Black Flare Dragon would be 3000 after being equipped with Black Metal Dragon, but the attack of Red Eye's Flare Metal Dragon is just 2800. Weird. This card's artwork resembles the 5th OCG artwork of Red Eye's Black Dragon. And with that, guys, that's another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Trivia done.